With the seventh selection of the draft, the Flyers are proud to select from St. Petersburg in the KHL.
Let's do it.
Matvei Michkov.
Let's go.
They did it. They did it.
Let's
They
go.
did it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Danny Briere, you handsome bastard. What?
Wow.
That is it. I love that. I love that pick for them.
Oh, God.
I love this. I love this for them.
Right? 18 years old.
18.
And has all the intangibles that you want.
Yeah. Offensive ability off the charts. I mean, this is a great pick for the Flyers, man. I mean, even with all like having the risk, having the risk appetite for it, it's.
I mean, a year ago, obviously everybody called it the Bedard draft, but like Michkov was going too. A year ago, it was Bedard and Michkov.
Yeah.
And then obviously the things happened with Russia and Ukraine, and I think he might have signed his contract right after that draft last year. So like, there's obviously things there, but again, pay his team whatever you need to get him over here a year or two earlier and call it a day.
Yeah. But you're in a great spot. You're in a great spot where you can kind of hit stride where he's coming over. Even if he comes over in 2 years, he comes over when he's 20, right? You're 2 years into this rebuild.
Right.
God, and I'm watching the highlights, man.
He's got one of the best. I mean, if this wasn't the Connor Bedard draft, I mean, we would be talking tonight about Michkov having the best shot in the entire draft class.
Oh my God.
And
I'm watching the stick handling, the puck skills, like.
And what's even more impressive is like, you see the highlights like Will Smith or even Fantilli. Like Michkov's playing against men. He's not playing against junior players. He's not playing against college players. He's playing against the best of the best in Russia.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking good. Looking good, Matvei. That is a great pick.
Things are finally changing with the Flyers. Like, one, they took a Russian. Like, when's the last time they've taken a Russian anywhere near the first round? Second, they took a Russian with risk, right? And you're not going to see for a few years. Like, this pick does not scream Philadelphia Flyers, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah. It's really, like, they had just had, ironically, the Flyers just had, Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick on 32 Thoughts just had Chuck Fletcher on as a guest.
Yeah, I heard that.
And they were talking about, Fletcher was talking about his time in Minnesota, and one of the things that him and Brett Flair, who's now the director of player development for the Flyers, was the year that Minnesota took Kaprizov.
Yep.
And a Russian prospect, and they said he was like, Flair was very bullish on saying, hey, we need this kid. This kid is legit.
Didn't they try to take him in like the second round?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted him in the second round.
Yeah.
They ended up taking him way later.
The fifth or sixth.
Yeah. And it was like, it all had to do with this. The risk with these players coming over now. Not now so much. I mean, like, it's always kind of been that way. And I think some of it, to some degree, I mean, is, for a lack of a better word, it's like ignorance on our part. We don't see these guys as much over there. You know what I mean? We do have a North American bias as far as like what we think about our players over here in America and in Canada. And but I mean, like, the skill level's off the charts here. This is a great pick for the Flyers. It really is. This is really a reason to be excited for them.
I mean, you could not have, and to be honest, right, it could not have played out any better in their favor, where he falls to them and they give up zero assets other than to take the pick.
Yeah.
It makes sense on way too many levels. And Mike, I think the point that you make about the league that he's playing in, he's not playing in some, lower level league in Russia.
Yep.
Right. He's playing against adults.
Yeah.
As as a kid.
He put up numbers this past year that were like at the same age rival Ovechkin's over there.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is it's a worthwhile gamble, and
Mhm.
you know that's a really great pick. I love that pick for them.